you, Rick, and good morning, sports fans. I had an absolute blast down at Laguna Seca this weekend with Life's Good Racing. I got to twist down that famous corkscrew and hang out with team owner and driver Karl Chicca, I should say, and Dave Pittenger, or Pitt as Karl fondly calls him, the walking encyclopedia of racing because he knows it all. Pitt, I'm going to have you run us through this weekend's excellent results for Life's Good Racing.
Well, hey, good morning, KO. Thanks for having us back on for a follow-up. Yeah, Saturday in our race, we had Dave Brown finish third in GT, and in the touring car, our guy Bo Borders finished second, and our new driver Justin Krickenberger finished third. And then yesterday, as you witnessed, our new driver Michael Weldon came in first in touring car, Bo Borders second, and then Dave Brown finished second in GT. So we had a great weekend.
It does not get much better than that. Now, Karl, as the team owner, in a lot of ways, you feel your driver's emotions as if they were your own. How does it feel to have a weekend with such awesome results?
I'm walking on clouds, still bleary-eyed from all the work and excitement, but absolutely walking on clouds. Exciting to see these drivers with all the work they put behind the wheel wheel those cars to the positions that they did and achieve the collective results that they did. And you know, the story behind the story is always more interesting, and you really got to see it and experience it to see how much work goes into preparing these cars and seeing some of the subtleties that occurred along the way. One very interesting thing is we lost the Mitsubishi Lancer right before the race on Saturday, which meant that Michael Weldon had to go to a backup car, an unproven backup car, and to see him take to that car and pilot that to a first place on Sunday was just absolutely mind-boggling. And it's testimonial to how hard this Life's Good Racing team works in helping these drivers get to the podium.
And Karl, Life's Good Racing is unique in that it is very much a professional racing team, everything from distribution of racing products to data acquisition. But there's this great family atmosphere that makes it a really comfortable and productive way to learn how to race and to, you know, perfect your racing skills. How have you achieved that atmosphere? That's
a great point. Thanks for bringing that up. When I created this team, I had some very finite goals in place, one of which was to make sure that we were fundamentally a family-based organization, and that's why when anybody comes to the pits, they'll see young and old. Pitt Senior, Dave Pittenger's dad, 85 years old, Gerald was there, and Justin Krickenberger's daughter, cutest little thing on the planet, 3 years old, was there. We had the whole span of ages and family representation. I think on Saturday in our pits we had over 100 people, and we capped off the day with a jam session that we're known for on Saturday nights. We have a lot of professional musicians in our team, and so we entertained not just our crew but the entire paddock with the jam session. So going back to your question, I wanted to make us very approachable, very family-oriented, and really be a magnet for people who are passionate about this sport that would not otherwise have the ability to access and get this up close and personal. Anybody and everybody is welcome to wander through our pits, climb into our cars, get their pictures taken, and just really have a lot of fun. I really wanted to share the excitement that I have for this sport, that Dave Pittenger has for this sport, and allow people to just get in there, get their hands dirty, and experience what we experience.
And Dave, where can we find out more about Life's Good Racing?
Well, you go to lifesgoodracing.com and check us out. Please do. And KO, thank you for coming and being our guest. We had a thrill with you.
Gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure. I had so much fun hanging out, riding in the pace car. It was an amazing time at Laguna Seca. And once again, for everyone out there interested, lifesgoodracing.com. Coming up next, baseball, football, UFC, all good things. I'm KO. You are listening to AM 1080 KSCO.